Hello everybody, it's me Dalton again here at arrowheadtech.net and welcome again to another talk. Today we're going to talk about intrusion prevention systems and intrusion detection systems, what they are, what their differences are, and which one would be right for you. Well, first let's get into what they are. An intrusion detection or prevention system, whichever ones you prefer to favor, are simply programs that will look at the connections coming in to your computer, whether it's a server, your private computer, maybe even your cell phone if you're connected to the right network, and it'll actually look and see if the connection is risky or not, and if it is, it blocks it. It's really neat software. The prevention system, on the other hand, here's the differences, actually does the reaction. It actually blocks based on what rule files you tell it. The detection system only lets you know that it's there. It doesn't do anything about it. So if you have a lot of time on your hands and you're skilled enough, then you could go with an intrusion detection system, because then you can just react to it yourself and problem solved. But if you're like me, who you don't have all that time on your hands, and you need a little bit more of an automated system, that's when an intrusion prevention system comes into play. Now, there's lots of different programs out there. The two most famous ones are Snort and Sericata, and those I'll actually talk about further in the following video, which is actually learning how to use Sericata. Now, Snort is just an IDS, an intrusion detection system. It will look at the packet, judge whether it's good or bad, and no matter what, it'll log its findings. Sericata has two modes. You can make it run just like Snort, or you can set it into IPS mode. And what that will do is will actually block or react to the incoming connections based upon the rule files and what they specify. And practically how I got it set up on my server is simple. I call it like the frontline routine. First you have the outside world. And then my server is like its own little, how can I say this? It's house or something like that. We'll call it a house. And somebody tries to get in the house. Well, whether or not they got the password right or not, as they try to get in, Sericata is going to look at them. And it's going to look very deeply. It's going to find out where they're going, like what room they're trying to go through, what hallway they're trying to go through, what they contain, like what's in their pockets, what's under their shirt, stuff like that. And what are they hiding, practically. And basically, if it sees that on one of the rule files that, wait, this guy is bad, he's hiding like a gun under his shirt, or maybe a knife in his pocket, or something like that, that's when Sericata will then react based upon what the rules say. And if a packet is allowed, then it gets to go on through to his destination. If not, he goes no further. He's either completely forgotten about and dropped, or he's stopped, and then a response is sent back to his home, where he came from, saying, hey, he tried to get in with a freaking weapon, and I'm not letting him in. That's kind of how that works, in layman's terms. Now, which one is right for you? Well, as I already mentioned, look at what your calendar looks like. Will you have the time to actually consistently be on guard and react to an attacker or multiple attackers, and be able to block them or plan ahead of time to continuously block them? Then go with an IDS. If you don't have that skill or don't have that capability, but you still want protection, then go for the IPS, because it'll be a lot easier to set up, and it'll do it automatically. And that marks the end of our talk about intrusion detection and prevention systems. I hope this helped you guys out. Even I was at first trying to decide which one to go for, either detection or prevention, and I decided prevention. But the decision is up to you. So please take the time and think about it. And leave a comment down below and make sure that you go to my website at arrowheadtech.net to learn a little bit more. I have a friend of mine that might also be writing a worded guide after these videos about the tutorials and maybe some of his advice on it as well. So please take a look. And if you have any questions, use the comments or even comment on my website and I will try to answer as best I can. And then I will see you guys in the next talk or tutorial. Good luck and God bless.